Moving on, the first batch of Amarnath pilgrims arrived in Pahalgam amid massive security arrangements. Over 4,000 pilgrims reached the valley after Jammu and Kashmir LG Manoj Sinha flagged off the first batch from Yatri Niwas base camp in Jammu yesterday. Now, the 52-day pilgrimage will begin from the twin tracks, the traditional 48-kilometer Nunwan Pahalgam route in Anantnag and a 14-kilometer Baltal route in Gandarbal today and conclude on August 19th. Stringent security arrangements, including three-tier security, route deployment and checkpoints have been made to ensure a smooth yatra for all the pilgrims. We've got CNN News 18's Ishan Vani joining us early this morning live on the broadcast. Ishan, a very good morning to you. Please walk us through all the security arrangements that have been put in place. Also, please walk us through a couple of things around you as well. Show us the live visuals.
The Yatra has officially begun, and the track where they are going to walk through and reach the Amarnath Shrine Cave is dotted with security personnel to provide a foolproof security cover. In the next couple of days, they'll traverse through mountains and forests and then reach the Amarnath Shrine Cave. My video is showing you these mountains. That is where the tracks are, and that's from where they will move ahead and reach that particular cave. And at the moment, many of them have left from this location, Nunwan base camp, and are moving ahead. There are two ways to reach that cave. One is through Sonmarg in central Kashmir. Another is where I am standing at the moment. It's not an easy task. The cave is located at more than 12,500 feet above sea level, and many of them face high altitude sickness. But there is enthusiasm among these people, and we'll speak to one of them who has come from Delhi. आप बताइए, आप यात्री हैं, कब से प्लान कर रहे हैं और क्या आपको यहाँ पे बुला के लाई है?
मेरी श्रद्धा है भोले की और बर्फानी बाबा की तरफ से। मैं हर साल इस यात्रा के लिए मैं अप्रैल में रोज हर बार रजिस्ट्रेशन कराता हूं। और मैं प्रोफेशनल से एडवोकेट संजय कुमार, दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट।
आपके पास ये कार्ड भी है. This is an RFID card. This is an elaborate security arrangements that have been made, which have been provided by the Shrine Board. Without these cards, you wouldn't be allowed to enter any camp or proceed for yatra. It carries all the details of the pilgrim because on the given day, there are a number of pilgrims who have to go there. So once you register, you will not be allowed to go beyond that. So it is precisely that, that the arrangements have been made. You'll also notice that CRPF personnel have been deployed in numbers around the base camp area, and all the arrangements have been made to ensure that the security cover is kept intact. This is the base camp of the Amarnath Yatra in Pahalgam. CRPF personnel have been deployed in number around the route of this particular road. This is not an easy task, as I was saying earlier. This is somewhere where it's hard to walk through. There is high mountain passes, the terrain is difficult, but the devotion of these devotees brings them here every year. This is the base camp in Pahalgam, where they have gathered, and more than 4,600 will today go to that cave and perform darshan. This is the first batch which has officially been sent to that particular location. But yes, there are certain health parameters that the government has asked them to check before they start the yatra, which includes their oxygen levels, which includes what they have to eat, and stop consuming any kind of tobacco or any kind of such product which can harm your health conditions, because this is a high challenge altitude. Definitely. Where you have to walk for several kilometers, and it's not easy to go through that. But yes, these are the mountains from which they will pass through in a couple of days now, and this yatra is a 52-day long yatra, and somewhere where the security will be paramount for the administration, because we have seen in the past that threats have emerged, and that's why the additional companies were also brought in by the center. The Home Minister himself took stock of the situation, also is monitoring it from the ground, that yatra should remain peaceful, given the fact that what we have seen happen in Riyasi is something from which the administration has taken a cue, and they are ensuring that the security remains intact and an integral part of overall formation of the administration's layout when it comes to Amarnath Yatra. There were additional companies. Last year there were less companies, but this year more companies have been pushed of the CRPF, and they have been deployed at various locations which are vulnerable along the national highway. We spoke to the Inspector General of Police. We said that police is ready to deal with any kind of eventuality. There were mock drills, SOPs, which will be followed all this while the yatra is going on. And on the day of Raksha Bandhan, that is when
Right.
the yatra will come to an end. But yes, 52-day long yatra is something which will witness thousands of people from across the India coming to Kashmir and then going ahead to perform Amarnath
Definitely,
Yatra.
definitely, Ishan. And since you were talking about there are a couple of editions this year around, are there any significant changes in terms of the influx, considering the past couple of unfortunate incidents that transpired in the valley? What has the government done in order to safeguard all of those peoples? Could we just walk our viewers through that particular number as well?
Well, first, the security is something where the administration wouldn't compromise. At every camp, there are at least DIG rank officers or the IG rank officers who have been kept in charge of that particular area. Some devotees are still inside and are coming out, although, most of them have left from the base camp and started their journey towards the Amarnath cave. 4,603 is the number which has gone today from both ends. One is the Baltal and the second is Nunwan. And both the camps, 4,603 pilgrims have left towards the cave shrine. It's in high altitude, as I was saying earlier, more than 12,500 feet above sea level. But the administration has ensured that they're able to make, hospitals at certain points, provide oxygen if needed, and also ensuring that the langars, which are the community kitchens, are being run. And they have been given do's and don'ts, that what kind of food should a devotee eat, what kind of arrangement should be made, and what kind of food should be restricted for them inside these camps, so that they stay healthy, they stay hydrated. But yes, this is something where there are multiple area of challenges, and Home Minister also took stock of the situation. They're also witnessing it from there. They're checking that if everything is fine and all the devotees who come here are able to get the best of accommodation and also
Right.
security cover while they are in Kashmir.
Thank you so much, Ishan, for putting all of that into perspective for our viewers.